Hey, not yet, Korean Niner. Welcome to the Cohn phone, where Korean Niner is always the first guest because he's punctual and he's good. Thank you for showing up. Niners play in a few hours. I'm in Vegas. I'm going to be walking over soon. This stream is sponsored by Locker, and I'm going to explain what that is in a bit. That's the QR code right there. Link in the description. But first, I want to talk about why I'm picking the Chiefs. I don't do it with a ton of confidence because it's sports and funny things happen. But it seems to me two issues I have with the Niners. It has nothing to do with their offense. I like Brock Purdy a lot. I think he's really good. I think he's going to play well in this game. I think. My issues are with the defense and the special teams. How many kicks is Jake Moody going to miss today? And what's the Niners defense going to do? Is the Niners defense good anymore? Did they play well against the Lions, for example? It seems like the best defense the Niners had against the Packers was the rain. And then against the Lions, they never stopped David Montgomery. And when they stopped the Lions, it was really like Josh Reynolds dropping passes or their DB letting the ball hit him in the face. There were about 3 or 4 plays in that game that determined the outcome that went the Niners' favor. That was just like Detroit dropping the ball. So I don't have enough confidence in the Niners' defense right now to pick them to win. Not against Kansas City, even though they don't have Tyreek Hill. Effort's an issue for the Niners' defense. Pass rush is an issue. Run defense. It's not just one thing. And I know they have big names and great players, but this has been an issue for months. Starting to seem like this Steve Wilkes experiment may not be working. Bringing in an outsider and telling them what to do and telling them how to act. Their defense is falling apart. So if you guys want to address that and explain why you think the Niners are going to win, I'd love to hear it. But hard for me to pick the Niners when that defense is playing the way it is. Korean Niner, you're first.
Hey, Grant, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain. Got a little cold because it got cold up here, but hey, it is what it is. So
it is what it is.
Yes. So a couple points for the 49ers to win. I have the 49ers in a very close game.
Okay.
First thing they got to do is do what Bill Belichick would do on defense. Find a way to take away Travis Kelce.
Sure.
So that means if they're in the wide nine, have someone right on Travis Kelce if he's lined up at one of the end, off the tackle, and they have to bump him and chip him every time within the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing the defense has to do is try to find pressure, as the Bucs did in that one Super Bowl that the Chiefs lost, because it seems that their offensive line is a little bit leaky and mistake prone.
I agree. I mean, their offensive tackles aren't good. Their excellent left guard isn't playing. They have a great center. But I think this is why the Chiefs are running the ball so much the last month or two, because they don't have offensive tackles who are good. They have to have these tight ends in the game. They got to run the ball and use play action. So again, if the Niners just stop the run, they're in business, but they haven't stopped the run in a while.
They have to at least limit the average yardage from the Chiefs. If they keep it under 3 or right around 3 or less, I think they'll be in business. But I want to see if they can actually get pass rush with Bosa and Young on the mistake-prone tackles of the Chiefs. And if I'm Kyle, I would have Brock just take what the defense gives them and run the ball until the Chiefs can prove they can stop it. Because that was the last mistake Kyle made in the previous Super Bowl, and the Chiefs weren't stopping it then, and they got away with having Jimmy trying to throw, but of course that didn't work. So,
I got a question for you before I take the next caller. Which team is going to rush for more yards in this game, the Niners or the Chiefs?
I'm going to take the Niners.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Brock will have to make a couple of scrambles just so they could keep drives going and not give the ball back to Kansas City.
Last time they played was week 7 last season. Which team you think ran for more yards in that game?
Kansas City.
I think they did. I'm trying to load it, but my internet here has been terrible all week. Hold on. It's loading. I want to know. I know that the Chiefs outgained the Niners on the ground in the Super Bowl 4 years ago, but a year and a half ago, the Niners rushed for 101 yards and the Chiefs rushed for 112. They can run the ball too. They're committed to it. It's really their identity now. The Niners have become more of a passing team with Brock Purdy, but the Chiefs are a defense and run team. It's like a complete flip of 4 years ago. It's going to be anyway. I got to keep the pace going. Korean Niner, thank you for starting it off with a bang as always.
Thank you, Grant.
All right, take care. All right. Jeremy Price, are you driving? Man, you're driving, aren't you? No? You pulled over? All right. Okay.
What up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What up, dog? G. Happy Super Bowl day, man. I know you're excited. I've been saying this to you all week, for like the last 3 weeks. Fred Warner gets paid a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money. He needs to mark
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce. I don't want to hear anything else. Fred Warner should be Travis Kelce's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
All this talk about the running game. Man, I think you're going to see a whole different defense. And I honestly feel like it's going to be a blowout.
You think the Chiefs are going to blow out the Niners? That's messed up. Why would you say that?
Crazy. I think I'm looking at the Niners win 31 to like 14 or something like that. I think the first quarter is going to be one of those first quarters that we normally see where it's like, Chiefs 7-0 or Chiefs 14, and then from there it's just massacre. I could see it, but
14.
I mean, that's why they play the game, right?
Yeah.
That's why they play the game.
Suppose.
That's why.
So can you explain to me? So I guess like what I'm saying is my main concern is the Niners defense. I don't see any reason to be confident in it. You're confident in it. Why? Can you explain that? They're due?
I sat and watched there was an interview on Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw. And just I like watching how they talk, right? Because we all have our opinions, but it's about those guys. It's where are they at? And they didn't seem overconfident. And I didn't hear a lot of trying to say all the right things. They look focused. They look kind of focused, not too much giggly. He actually made a comment too about back in the days when D'Amico would get on their ass about playing around too much. And they seem way more mature, right? I guess they were like complimenting each other from the first day they met or whatever, first impressions or some shit. They just seem locked in. Diamador Lenore, he was speaking on not going out and partying, right? He's in Vegas. He's like, nah, man, we're not partying. I don't know. I'm not out there watching them, but I just feel like we're going to see a whole different defense. And I feel like the losses that we have lost during the regular season against AFC teams, I just didn't think we brought it. The Browns, that Brown game was sheesh. I was like, damn, we look horrible.
When was the last time they brought it?
I want to say maybe 2021.
I mean, the Chiefs brought it in the AFC Championship game. They brought it in the divisional round. They brought it in the wild card round. Like they definitely didn't take the regular season that seriously. The Niners were like, we need to be the number 1 seed. We got to win every game by double digits. The Chiefs were like, we got to peak in January. They did.
But everybody's concern is what?
Anyway, give me a final score. 31-14. All right. I like it. You've been right all year. Who am I to like Be like,
It's not about me. It's about the Niner gang. And you cover.
No, it's about you, Jeremy. It's about you, Jeremy.
I'm a fan, dog.
See you, man.
See you, G.
Later. It's all about you, no matter where I go. Okay, Matthew Sanders.
Yeah, what's
finest.
happening?
What's going on?
Oh, just lack of sleep, stomach in knots, that whole thing, right? I got a question for you. You said a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago that you see it being a high-scoring game. Are you still on that?
I feel like no. I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit lower scoring just because I think there's going to be a lot of running the ball, like a short game. I think there's going to be limited possessions.
Okay.
A lot of offense, not many punts, but I do think you're going to get fewer possessions. So I'm still instead of like 37, 34, maybe something more like 27, 24.
So 3 or 4 touchdowns on
28, 24, something like that.
Would be a big swing if either team scored 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know. I just
touchdowns in us today.
What's that?
I think we got 4 touchdowns in us today. Now that's definitely the take of a fan.
Can I give you a stat? The Chiefs gave up 16 points per game this season.
Yeah, no, I know. The Niners scored 30 points per game this season.
They never gave up more than 27 in a game this season, ever.
The Niners put up 40 more than once against
played some good teams,
high-flying defenses. And I would say, this is just obviously fan speak, but doesn't it always seem that with rare exception, when an amazing defense meets an amazing offense in the Super Bowl, the amazing offense finds a way because the amazing defense has to do it for 100% of the time, and the amazing offense only needs to do it once or twice?
That's a good point.
So that's my optimistic hope and dream.
I guess my reservation is that I can't forget what this amazing offense looked like against Baltimore and Cleveland. And this defense is every bit as good as those defenses.
We saw a lot from Brock in those games, and that's really what it boiled down to. If they're going to find a way, it's going to have to be because he plays clean and gets motivated. Now, do you recall those first 3 possessions against Philadelphia? Man, I thought we were sunk. And then once they went down and scored 3 and then went down and scored 3, it was like, here's the ball back in Brock's hands. And things just started clicking and opening up. And yes, definitely it was also because Kyle called a good game. But he's like always like, he couldn't do that in Cleveland and he couldn't do that in Baltimore. But he was still trying to do that, So maybe call it 50-50. If they get down in a situation where it's 4 or 7 or 10 points, can he do it? Can he not? That's going to be the fun part.
Well, we'll see, Matthew. I think it's interesting that once again, you centered your analysis on the Niners offense.
Yep.
And I got to agree with you. I think they're going to play well, even though they're going up against an elite defense. My question is their defense and their kicker. But I respect what you're saying, Matthew. Thank you very much. Have a great day in Brooklyn with your beanie on. Must be cold. I'm in Vegas, baby. Ash. Hold on. Jesus says one more Fernando for good luck, Grant. Is it good luck? Is it? Fernando. Fernando. Okay, Ash, what's up, man?
Not much. So first, I want to say 28-24 my prediction. Niners on top. And I mean, yeah, as far as I forgot the number you threw out there, but I think it was like 27 that the Chiefs have not allowed more than. Well, excluding games against like the Bears or non-playoff teams, I believe the Chiefs have not topped 25, at least for the regular season. So, I mean, the Niners also do have a great defense. And not only that, but Pacheco against the Niners has not topped 50 yards himself on the ground. And I believe the last game that he went against us, they had McKinnon as well. And so that's going to help their rushing attack. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he only has had like 30 yards on the ground against us in the game that he faced us. And so as much as we're not as good in the run as we have previously, they've in terms of their backs, they've not really exploded for any huge games against us either.
True. Yeah.
And so,
I mean, the Chiefs' running game isn't super explosive. It's just keeps them ahead of the chains.
okay, so you think that they're going to stay ahead of the chains, even though, like I said, they've not topped like 50 yards rushing from one single guy. You think that they're going to be able to get enough committee
I think they're
production?
going to run more times and for more yards than the 49ers in this game. The Chiefs.
Really, with
I think
CMC?
they're going to be more committed to running than the Niners are. I think the Niners want to prove that their quarterback's elite.
Okay, I could see that. But yeah,
That's
I
what
wanted to
fuels
ask.
them.
I get that. I wanted to get your opinion because, like I said, they haven't really had an explosive outing against the Niners from the Chiefs. Why do you think that they're going to be able to stay ahead of the sticks on the ground against the Niners?
Because look at all the success the Lions had running the ball between the tackles with David Montgomery out of 2 tight end formations or 3 tight end formations or 6 offensive line formations. That was very effective for Detroit. The Niners never really stopped it, and I feel like the Chiefs can do the same things, and they can pair that with like a real play action attack because they have Mahomes and not Jared Goff.
Yes, but I would argue, and I don't know about you, but I'd say David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are by far and away better than Pacheco and Hilaire or Pacheco and McKinnon. McKinnon might be a little bit better in terms of the pass catching game, especially if he can find a seam or something like that. He's a little bit closer to Jahmyr Gibbs in that sense, but I feel like he's not Jahmyr Gibbs, you know?
The Niners did a pretty good job against Jahmyr Gibbs. Like he averaged 4-something yards a carry. He fumbled. He did have a touchdown, but the guy who killed him was David Montgomery, averaging 6 yards a carry, essentially between the tackles in these heavy formations. Pacheco's quite similar. The Chiefs use similar personnel groupings. That's my issue. That's tough. I know the Niners did a decent job again. Like Jerick McKinnon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, they shouldn't be hurting them very much. Maybe on screens and stuff. But the question is, can the Chiefs like impose their will, win the line of scrimmage, and be the more physical team in the run game? They're going to try.
I like that you brought that up because that was going to be my next part. How do you think that they're going to be able to control the line while missing 2 offensive linemen and defensively missing one of their studs in Charles Menahu?
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, the Packers had success. The Niners have really struggled against the run all year. And I think just in terms of this one matchup, when teams go big with their personnel groupings, do the Niners match up or do they just keep throwing out their wide 9 front and get kind of pushed around? That's my question. If you bring in all these tight ends, what are the Niners going to do? Are they going to use a 5-man front? Do they have something they can go to? Because that wide 9 is exposed against these 2 and 3 tight end formations, which the Chiefs use all the time, like the Lions. So we'll see. Maybe the Niners have 2 weeks to prepare. We've been talking about it. Maybe Steve Wilkes has the right game plan for it. Maybe he knows exactly what to stop. Remember 5 years ago when Bill Belichick broke out that 6-man front against the Rams and just totally shut down their offense? People were like, wow, maybe Steve Wilkes has the answer to stop this, mediocre Chiefs offense, as you put it. I mean, you didn't say that, but they haven't been explosive this year. So
right, and not only that, but we haven't really seen a ton of drop issues from them. I'm partially wondering if we see some of that come back. It's been a few weeks, and I mean, I know that, saying this is kind of like iffy, but it's almost like they're almost due the way that they started their season. They had then such a good run where they got a little bit better in terms of catching the ball and got a little bit better offensively. I'm almost wondering if
what they did was realize that, like, look, we're a defensive team. We're winning with defense. We're losing with these drops. Let's run the ball. Let's complement our defense. And that's why Pacheco is so important. Like, that's to me, like, you got to stop Travis Kelce. You have to stop Isaiah Pacheco or you're going to lose. Ash, great call. Got to keep it moving. All right, take care. Omer. You're muted. You're still muted. You got to press that little button. The microphone. Oh, we'll try again another time. Real quick, explain this Locker app. You see that QR code in the top corner of the screen? That's our sponsor for the day, the Locker app. It combines sports betting, daily fantasy sports, and trivia into a unique contest app that asks players to make in-game predictions and awards points based on those outcomes. Platform matches fans against one another and provides cash prize pools distributed at the end of every contest. They're giving away $5,000 in cash when you play for free during the Super Bowl today. Just scan the QR code on the screen to download and play against me during the Super Bowl. Drive-specific samples might include which player will lead the Niners today in rushing or who will catch the most passes for the Chiefs. Once players, aka you, answer the questions, you can then sit back and enjoy the action. Check it out. It sounds really next level, cutting edge. The Locker app, QR code in the right-hand corner. Red and Gold, Al says the Chiefs O-line is nowhere near the level of the Lions O-line, and they're missing their best interior linemen. Okay. Well, the Niners defense should be great today, right? Okay. Fine. We'll see it happen. This run defense has been awful all year, but they're going to shut it down today, right? They're going to shut down Pacheco. They got it? Okay. Jesse Wade, Detroit's O-line is hands down better than KC's, plus Detroit had a two-headed... Wasn't Detroit missing their left guard as well? They're missing Jonah Jackson, right? They had their backup left guard. They were running between tackles. They did that. Yeah, they have really good offensive tackles for sure. Good in pass protection, Penei Sewell. But they were just... Again, two tight end formations. You spread out these DNs. You put double teams on both D tackles. Allegretti is going to look good. The backup left guard, if you give them that, you have to go to a 5-man line while the Niners do it. Grant is just a clown. True. Ant-Man Builds, you ready? I'm going to come back to you because I don't think you're ready. Oh, I'll come. You're next. I got you. What's up, Niner Gang? Doing the dishes.
What's going on, Grant? How we doing?
What's up, man? Are you doing a cooking show? Like, what are you working on?
All right, now I'm just doing some dishes, getting ready to make some breakfast for the family, you know.
I feel it, man.
Ready?
All right.
It's game day. I'm going to pick them Niners to go ahead and route. I'm going to go completely against your narrative. I'm going to say we're going to take that 34-21, and we're going to know early. But hold on. Here's the kicker. They don't run the ball 30-plus times, Niners lose. That's key. So they run the ball 30 times, that means we're controlling the clock, right? And so anything less than that, dude, anything less than that, Patrick Mahomes, he's going to have a field day. And we all know he needs, 40 seconds, and he can get that winning touchdown. So that's my thing, man. And main thing calling in, man, is like I was telling Jesse and Ryan, thank you for all the content you produced this season. It's been freaking great. Didn't like all your takes, but that's okay, right?
Me neither.
That's what
Me neither, baby.
So
I feel it.
That's what it is, man. Other than that, man, I'm just happy it's finally here. I ain't got no nerves in it. I ain't scared about nothing. Done worked all that stuff out, and hey, made the best team win.
May the best team win. Thank you very much for calling in. I'm going to try to go through more of these. I'm not going to... I've given my pessimistic take. We'll see what happens. I want to hear what you guys think, and I want to get through as many people as possible. Real quick, people keep saying that the Niners shut down the Lions in the second half. I'm talking David Montgomery. In the second half, he had 6 carries for 19 plus 14, 33 yards. That's more than 5 yards a carry, right? Was that more than 6 yards a carry? I can't do math right now. More than 5 yards a carry. So they never really shut down David Montgomery. The Lions shut down David Montgomery, only giving him 6 carries with a lead in the second half. Don't understand it. Ant-Man Builds. What's up, man?
What's up, Grant?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Super Bowl
Good.
day and everything. How's
Good
it
to see
going?
you.
All right, so quick topic, just jumping in real fast. I think the Niners are going to win flat out rate. I do believe that stopping the run is an issue. I do agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly when it comes to the point that we didn't stop David Montgomery in the second half of the Lions game. Dan Campbell, unfortunately, just
They didn't stop Aaron Jones.
It was a coaching
They
mistake.
didn't.
It was a coaching mistake on the Lions' part, and the Packers were just a young team. I believe we really need to clean up our defensive efforts today, and we need to show that we were the number one defense for 3 out of the last 5 years, you know? And I do believe we need to show up. Chase Young needs to put on a performance. Nick needs to be Nick, and Armstead needs to hold that front and make sure that nobody gets past on the run. Our corners need to set the edges. I believe D'Lo is going to have a great game. Jair does worry me because he's young and inexperienced, but I do believe Gip will hold him up and will keep him upright. I also do. I really feel wholeheartedly that Brock is going to change the narrative for himself with the win today. It's gonna come back positively in for the Niner Nation, and I do believe that we're gonna get this win, and we're gonna get the rebuttal for that happened in 2019, and Patrick Mahomes is gonna walk today with his head down.
I like it.
That's where I'm at.
Bold. Good stuff, man. I appreciate
Hey,
you. I like
appreciate
it.
you. Have a great one.
All right, man. Tony, you up? You ready? Tony. What's up?
What's going on, man? How you doing, Grant?
How you doing?
Can you hear me, bro?
Good. Yeah.
First of all, man, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate all the content you put, all the work you put in, man. And I really appreciate all the people I see you putting on, man. Not a lot of people do that, bro. So I just want to give you a shout out for that. Just a couple things real quick. First of all, a lot of people aren't talking about how the postseason is a different season from the regular season. Okay.
Thank you.
So all this stuff about how bad the Chiefs were in the regular season is really irrelevant.
Thank you.
It's about what's happening in the postseason. Okay.
Yeah.
And our defense has not played up to snuff. We have not been playing up to snuff even on offense. The only confidence that I have, honestly, is that I have more confidence in Brock Purdy than what I had in Jimmy Garoppolo in years past. Because he has shown that he can do it, I'm hoping the team around him gives him a chance to do it. You feel what I'm saying? And hopefully it'll come through. Secondly, and most importantly, this has been my stance since the preseason. And Kyle Shanahan, I'm talking to you. You have no freaking excuse. Okay? You got the guys that you wanted. You got the quarterback that you wanted. I'm holding you accountable. Get it done. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't care about no injuries. I don't care about none of that. You got everything the way that you wanted. Okay? You here now. Get it done.
Nah, they had to practice at UNLV. It's not fair. It's not fair.
I don't care about that, bro.
It's not fair.
I don't care. Bro.
Had to practice at UNLV.
I don't care. You got your quarterback. You got all of that. Get it done. And I ain't going to hold you up, man. I appreciate you for taking my call. Bang, bang, Niner game. Let's get it.
Good stuff. That's a good call, too. I wonder if the Niners were to lose this game, it would depend on how they did. But who would get more flack, Brock or Kyle? To me, I'd be focused on Kyle. Like, Brock's 24. He's already in the Super Bowl. If he loses it, you can't write him off. Not that you'd write off Kyle, but dude, you lost your third Super Bowl. Your third. That'd be tough. I think more is at stake for Kyle than Brock in this. Maybe you guys disagree. Jose.
Yeah, it does.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Grant?
How you doing?
Hey, so basically, I just had my quick thoughts real quick. I feel like it's gonna be a lower scoring game. I feel like if Steve Wilkes didn't make the adjustment, then you definitely deserve to be fired. But I feel like with these 2 weeks, we should be having the adjustments ready. You got to stop Travis Kelce and you got to slow down Pacheco. If you can do those two things, I don't see us losing, in my opinion, because if you could force them to be in third and long situations more often, I feel like that benefits us more. And if you can just find a way to double team Travis Kelce, because one thing I think is going to be the major difference from this Super Bowl to the last one is I think right now we have the better quarterback in terms of comparing to Jimmy. Between Jimmy and Brock, I think Brock is a better quarterback that we have. And then also I just feel that without Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes doesn't really have that deep threat. I mean, I know MVS, the last 2 games in the playoffs, he's caught some deep balls to kind of win it for Kansas City. But like in terms of overall like deep threats, Tyreek Hill's not there anymore. So if you can just find a way to keep them behind the sticks and to really try to find a way to double team Travis Kelce, don't let the best guy beat you. Don't let their best player beat you. Force Rashid Rice to beat you. Force MVS to beat you. The guys that are not really highlighted on their offense. So don't let Pacheco go crazy and don't let Travis Kelce go crazy. So I hope Steve Wilkes is getting the job done. But then in terms of Kyle, like if we don't win this Super Bowl, and this is just my opinion at least, like I feel like Kyle's gonna get automatically put in that Mark Levy type of situation where he's just gonna be known as the big loser and never the guy that wins the big game. I think that he's gonna get that label if we can't get it done today. But if you do get it done, I feel like it'll validate everything Kyle and John have built up to this point, and no one's going to really question what they do going forward. For a fact, like I think you'll have more questions than answers if the Niners lose. But if they do win, I feel like Kyle and John are just going to have pure immunity, and Brock too as the quarterback. I feel like all three of those guys are going to just have immunity in the franchise until they retire or move on.
If they win,
it's a big
they beat Patrick
it's a
Mahomes
big
and Andy
legacy
Reid.
game for Shanahan.
My goodness. Yeah. Anyway, Jose, good stuff. Thanks for calling in. I got to keep it going. I'll see you. I just feel like the Chiefs are better than people give them credit for because who said it a couple of callers ago? Forget the regular season with the Chiefs. They're 2-time champions. They know what it takes. So to me, if the Niners win this game, you can't minimize it in any way and be like, well, you know, they got like a down Chiefs team. Nah, man, they beat Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. It's a pretty freaking huge accomplishment. And I do think this team is better. Like, they're like, oh, just shut down Pacheco and Kelsey. Nah, Rashee Rice is really good. Rashee Rice is really good. As a receiver, he's their Debo. He can't put him at running back, but all the screens that you would throw to Debo, they throw them to Rashee Rice, and he's averaging like the same yards after catch per reception as Debo. He's really good. They've changed. They're not a deep threat team as much anymore because teams play 2 deep safety so much against them. They run the ball, they throw screens. They're a lot like the Niners on offense. Quick passes, yak. Except they just have Patrick Mahomes. When things aren't open, he can make greatness happen. I don't need to wax poetic about the freaking Chiefs. They're probably going to lose today, right? Jewish guy says referral code for the locker app. Yeah, that QR code. And then the link in the description. Ruben Marquez, I'm worried about Bill Vinovich. Over the last 10 years in Vinovich-led games, the under is 97, 66, and 1. Wow, how do you know this? There'll be no holding calls with him. Will the Niners be able to pressure Mahomes? I mean, the Eagles weren't able to pressure Mahomes last year, right? Maybe they'll pressure him, but can they contain him? Can they sack him? Caleb Ayuk, probably blacking out if my Niners win, not going to lie. Shout out to Caleb. Jewish guy says, Grant is the Joe Rogan of Niners content creators, putting everyone on and still killing it. Okay. All right. Gio, what's up?
What's up, Grant?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I got 2 keys. What?
Okay. Nothing. Go ahead. You're the man.
All right. Kyle needs to do his thing. He can't get cute. Like, he can't. I don't know. I feel like big games, Kyle just tense up. It gets to.
Key number 1, Kyle, don't get cute. Do your thing. I'm with it. 1 for 1.
Number 2, stop Kelsey.
Stop Kelsey.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you got to do. I mean, I say we got to take more of a zone
simple
attack.
As that.
Yeah.
Zone attack?
Yeah. Take more of a zone attack and then get a bracket on Kelsey. Some type of way.
Who's winning the game? Who you picking?
I got Niners, 31-28.
31-28. All right. Big game for Jake Moody. He's going to make the final kick with the as times.
I don't know, man.
Ticking down. Jake Moody.
Every time Jake Moody walks on that field, I just want to say props to you. You put everyone on in the content. I mean, really, everyone.
Man, people put me on. There's a dude waiting in the chat named Dre Berry who put me on like 4 years ago. Just saying. I got to pay it forward. Gio, good stuff. Dre, you're coming up. I got you. What's up, Gio? Manolo, who's like laying in bed with his hand behind his head, very seductively, a little concerned, but I think he's cool. What's up?
Oh, hey, what's up, Grant?
How you doing, Manolo?
I'm doing good. Niners, baby. Let's go get that 6-1.
Okay.
That's what I got to say. Kind of caught me off guard, but I'm a huge 49er fan. I'm a big fan of yours. I like your content. And I think we're going to get this one. Definitely.
All right.
Definitely going to get this
I appreciate your confidence. And get it? What's the score going to be?
34-27. 49ers. 34.
A lot of offense. All right.
Yeah, I think we're going to get it done. Go Niners.
That's how he's so relaxed, just chilling in bed. Not a care in the world. Enjoy yourself, Manolo. Big day.
It's a big day. Go Niners.
Big day.
Positive vibes. Let's go.
I loved it. Omer, you're up.
Hey,
We
can you
tried
hear me?
earlier. Now you're here. Let's do it.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I have a few talking points. One of them was like, if the Niners don't win today, do you think Kyle Shanahan's Niners are going to be remembered like the Buffalo Bills of the '90s, where they just keep getting there, keep getting close, and then they just like can't get the big one?
Yes. Because a big reason that the Niners get so much love right now from the media is people assume they're going to win a Super Bowl, and they very well may. But if they never do, they won't be they won't be remembered as, anything special. They won't. They'll be remembered as a team that missed its opportunity.
Yeah. And then another
team that just had to play Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl twice. I don't know. Maybe that's bad luck. I really think they wanted the Ravens.
Yeah.
They did.
I think I would have preferred the Ravens too, just because there's so many turnovers that game, and this still was like a pretty close game.
Exactly.
But one thing that I think a lot of people aren't taking into consideration is like the Chiefs had close games with the Bills, which was like no knock on them, but I think the Bills defense was decimated. Same thing with the Dolphins defense, and they didn't score at all in the second half against the Ravens. So like they have been pretty good, and I think a lot of that is just them like mitigating risk. They don't want to like do anything too crazy because they know like their floor can be really low as a Chiefs offense, so they're just trying to raise it, but not letting their ceiling be too high either. If that makes sense, by just like playing it safe and like condensing the game. And lastly, I think like in 2019 when the Niners made the Super Bowl, they were like front running, destroying teams, but they had like Jimmy G as a game manager. And I think the Chiefs are somewhat like that this season, where they're like using Patrick Mahomes as that game manager, but their defense is really good. And I think the Niners are like what that Chiefs team was back then, where like their offense is really good. They just need their defense to hold up, and they were coming back over and over in this playoff run the same way the Chiefs were back then. So I see the Niners winning pretty big. I think 34-20 or something. I think Debo's going to have a huge game. I think CMC is going to have a huge game. I think Kittle will have a pretty good game. I think Ayuk will sort of get covered a good bit. Even though I think he's a really good route runner, I think they're going to really hone in on him as a defensive backfield.
All right, Omer. You called your shot. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Yep, a good one. Thanks, man.
All right.
Yo, Grant.
What's up, Dre? How you doing, man?
What's going on, bro? I'm doing good, bro. Went through some trials and tribulations, but through prayer and good practice, bro, and just being a man of my word, things got a lot better for me and my family. So
you looking good, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, bro.
For sure.
So I think this year is a year of having to overcome the worst circumstances. When it comes to having to fight through two good teams who peaked at a really good time. When it comes to the Packers and the Lions, both of those teams towards the end of the season, both of those teams peaked at a really good time. They had really good offensive lines, and they had good offenses and great running backs, right? And I feel like we had to persevere through those teams because we might have taken them for granted and thought that it was going to be a walk in the park. And on the other side, I feel like the Chiefs are getting a little bit too much credit in the playoffs because they played two depleted defenses before they played a complete defense, right? And we all know that the Ravens stopped running the ball and all of that. And essentially, Mahomes had more rushing attempts than the entire Ravens team in that third playoff game. So I think that through having to come back, because we used to be front runners, right? Now the Niners are a team that has to come back, and win games, by points, and not be front runners and keep a lead. So I feel like playing through that perseverance, and then also the field, the practice field, the fire alarms, then the whole thing coming out about them getting compensatory picks. I think, and also there being reports about the defense not having as much motor when it comes to running to the ball. I feel like they're going to be pumped up and they're going to be ready to play today. I think the Chiefs are going to play a pretty good game, but I just think that it's the Niners' year, bro. I see it being a game. I'm going to call a low score. I see it being 24-21. I think we win by a field goal. I think Moody misses his first field goal, makes his second, and that's the difference in the game. And I think that we get a defensive stop to end the game and stop Mahomes and get our first Super Bowl. So,
man,
and all y'all, bro, out there. Yeah, and all y'all out there who hate on my guy Grant because of his takes, if you actually knew Grant behind the scenes, he's a good dude, bro. Like, he's not a homer. He's not going to do this as a fan. He's going to do this as a sports commentator, and that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be honest with his opinions. But if you get to know Grant behind the scenes, bro, he's a good dude. So give my guy some
I
slack.
appreciate you saying that, Dre. Thank you, man. You
No
too.
doubt.
And everyone, if people don't know who Dre is, he was like the first dude on StreamYard when the world shut down during COVID. And he explained all this stuff to me, along with your friend Bras. So just want to shout out Dre. Good to see you, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it, bro.
All right, man. Take care. Who do you think the NFL will rig the Super Bowl game for the Chiefs again? Will they? Will they? Let's see. Gabriel.
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Hey, every time I get to talk to you, we win. So I had to make sure I got on here today.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm ready for the day. It's going to be 31-27. Fred Warner's going to get a pick six. Yeah, Fred Warner's going to get a pick six.
Wow.
That's the difference
how do you
in
know?
the game.
Who told you?
God told me.
In
I came
the
into my
script,
sleep
God
at 2 in the morning. Yeah, 2 in the morning. Nah, love your content this whole year, man. It's been fun actually getting to talk to you. Man, I can't wait. I'm happy. I'm excited. You know, I get to enjoy this with all 3 of my sons. You know, so that's something good for me. Hopefully, you don't see me crying. Well, I'm gonna cry too. I'm gonna cry too, no matter what. You know, I seen us lose to the freaking Ravens. I seen us lose to the Chiefs, NFC championships, all that shit. So, but the thing about the Chiefs, the only thing that I feel confident about, they're missing 2 O linemen. Their defensive end is injured, and Tony's not playing, so that less weapons.
True.
Niners have 0 excuses. 0. This is it. We're the healthiest. We're missing Hufunga. That's it. But that's Vincent Timber, you know? So, like I said, thank you for giving my good luck. So hopefully we win. And, man, I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
All right, man. Enjoy it today. See you, Gabriel. Muncherificus. What's up, dude?
Like the way you pronounce that. That was good.
How do you pronounce it?
Muncherificus.
Muncherificus. That's better. Yeah, I like that.
So I'm calling it 28-24. I think it'll be close. I think it's all going to depend on Steve Wilks, though. He needs to have Fred Warner on Travis Kelce. He needs to have Ward follow around Rice, play a little bit of cloud zone behind that, and keep one more in the box. If we do that, we're coming out 28-24. We'll win.
Right. And it's like if they just do what they normally do, which is play zone and play that wide 9, I think they lose. But if they do something game plan specific, opponent specific, they have the talent to win this game for sure.
Yeah, a little hybrid man zone.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Like a boxing one.
Yeah.
Lock one guy up, play zone around it.
One more down there for Travis Kelce to go with those little hide in the zone things, you know.
I don't think they should be scared of playing man coverage in this game. Like, as good as Rashee Rice is, he's really going to hurt you after the catch and screens. Marquez Valdez-Scantling isn't going to beat you with a route. He could run by you.
And Travis Kelce,
who else I got? Richie James?
Even run routes. He runs like, let me hide in this little area right here. He's really good at just finding a soft spot.
That's why you got to play man coverage. Let's see if Steve Wilks does. It took him a while to do that against the Lions.
Yeah, but just man up on those two. The rest of that Chiefs team ain't going to beat you.
I'm with you, man. Agree with you. Muncherificus. Thanks for calling in.
Grant.
All right, man. So we're going from Muncherificus to Hot Fat Guy Club. What's up, Hot Fat Guy Club? Oh, and you're muted. There's something, I don't know. I feel like you're going to be great. You got the hot, you're definitely hot. I mean, no, you got to call back in. I'll get back to you. We'll get you. You got to leave, come back. You know, sometimes it's happened. King Chewy.
Grant, what's going on, man? How's it going?
Up, I'm all right, man. How you doing?
Good, man. We're finally here, man. This has been a ride, a couple years. Finally, they punched the ticket again. I don't know. It's a lot of thoughts, man. Like 49er fans, they have all these feelings about revenge with the Chiefs and stuff. For the Chiefs, it's just another game, it seems like. Like they ain't even, you know, they're all business, it seems like. And everybody's giving you your flowers. I think they got Jed York syndrome, Grant. Like, we got one more to go, man. The season ain't over yet. Man.
Dude, this is what quality control is all about today. Because if the Niners win, you understand I'm patting myself on the back. thoroughly.
Hey, you've
So
done a great
I
job.
have to deliver today. Yeah.
But you got to keep them on point. Keep these callers on point, Grant. Like the
Trying.
game.
Calling out the defense as much as I can. I don't believe in you. Prove me wrong.
So yeah, man. So Steve Wilks, man, it comes down to the aggressiveness on defense, I think, in my opinion. You've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Are they going to put an extra man on the line up front, shut the run game down, put some pressure on Mahomes, get him off the spot, right? And then contain them. Like they got to have those 5 down linemen so they can contain them from scrambling. So I think that's going to be the key to the game. I think Wilks will adjust if he has to. I think it's going to be close, though, Grant. I think I'm going to go with 27-26 on a missed 2-point conversion. Andy Reid is going to feel the pressure at the end of the game. He's going to go for 2 and going to miss that 2-point conversion, man. I'm going to say 49ers finally get number 6, 27-26, Grant.
I like these. These are some really creative predictions. I love it, man. Good
Like
stuff, Jimmy. Good to see you.
I know how it's going, right? But go Niners, Grant, do your thing. Enjoy the game. And you're the best, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Super Bowl, predicting the Super Bowl is crazy because it's just like so much hype for 2 weeks. People get like deep into it, but there's going to be a pick 6. But during the pick 6, Dre Greenlaw is going to pitch it back to Fred Warner, who's going to fumble. Like this is what it's going to. God told me. Love the Super Bowl, man. A ladybug told Gabriel about the pick 6. Yeah, a ladybug. I like that. John Castle, Iggy, please tell Niners players to come out bumping Barry music, Nicotina, and Mac Dre. They need to put a stop to that weak ass rap they come in with. Yeah, I agree. That whatever it is from Atlanta, you're not from Atlanta. You're representing the Bay. What's going on? Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, Grant?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Let me ask you, how is Vegas right now?
Fine. Been here too long. It's
really?
Fine. I'm staying
how crowded?
In the casino. The room is fine. It's like being in a Marriott. And then you go downstairs and it's the cigarettes and the noise and the thing. It's like, okay. All right. I don't feel like gambling. It's 8 a.m. or drinking or smoking. Can I just bypass this? But it's nice. I mean, look, it's a fun place to put the Super Bowl. They should do it here more often. It's just like, it's kind of a small town. It blew up fast. There aren't that many roads here. And trying to get to dinner last night, it was a 45-minute cab ride to go 3 miles because the Super Bowl's in town and Adele was having a concert. It's like, well, just shut down the whole freaking town then. Shut it down. It's like Vegas going to have to do a little bit better than that if you want to be a major league town hosting big boy events. Come on. Get another street. Get a third street.
Well, from what I hear, seeing how Vegas is taking everything from the Bay Area, I hear that Eastmont Mall is relocating to Vegas.
Yeah, they need Eastmont. That's exactly what they're missing, man. Too Short's gonna go down to Vegas. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, but with the game, man, I really don't have too much of a prediction because it's just so many variables, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Chiefs obviously have the better quarterback, but the Niners, I think, have the better team. And I think it's going to come down to who can control the line of scrimmage the best, especially because the Chiefs, they aren't explosive, but because Mahomes is much better than what he used to be, he is more methodical.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. I mean, he can, somebody can bust the coverage and get down the field or what have you, but they're more methodical now the way I see them. And so I don't think Mahomes
unless you let Marquez Valdez-Scantling run by you, they're pretty much going to be grinding it out slowly down the field.
Yeah. My question to you is, do you think that, I mean, if they obviously have to shut down Kelsey, what would be your best way to do that? What do you think would be the best way to do that?
Put 2 dudes on him. Pause.
Which 2 dudes?
Man-to-man coverage. Bracket him. A safety and a linebacker. Fred Warner with the safety over the top.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, simple as that. And then dare anyone else on this team to win one-on-one. That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
8 in the box, 2 on Kelsey, one-on-one across the board. Challenge them. Like, who's going to really beat you? Rashee Rice is good, but he's he's good after he catches the ball. Deny him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
Marquez Valdez-Scantling isn't beating anyone with a route. Like, don't just let him run down the field. Just saying.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
So,
Chris, I got to keep it moving. I got 10 minutes left in the show. You want to make a final word?
Oh no, that's it, man. You enjoy yourself, man.
Thanks, man. This game starts in what, 4 hours? All right, Chris.
Oh, if we
enjoy,
I got one more. If we do win, I will have the dopest jersey you will ever see. And when I come on the next time if we win, I'm gonna show it to you, and everybody's gonna love
it. Looking forward to it. Good to see you, Chris. All right, Trevor.
Yeah, real quick. So my take is we need to start fast. So I know Kyle, he likes to defer on the opening drive, let the defense get out there. I think maybe we should try to be aggressive, put some points on the board, make KC play with a little bit of urgency. Because if you start, if you defer, they score, you get the ball back, your offense is sputtering, you're giving Mahomes a chance to go out there and go up 2 scores on you. So I think we need to come out fast, be aggressive, and be smart with the ball. Don't turn it over.
Good call. I love it. Thanks, man. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, thanks. Take care.
All right. Niners walkout song, Kanye, famous. Some Niner. No. How about no? That's how I feel. E49ers, what's up?
Yo, Grant, what's up, man? Hey, you good, bro? You look like you not having too much fun out there in Vegas, bro. Like, I don't know, man. This ain't the Grant that I'm used to, bro. You look like where's your makeup artist at, man? What's going on? You having a
I'm locked in,
bro.
I'm locked in, baby.
Good. That's what's up, man. Hey, man. Yo, we had a good year, good season. Lost a few bad games. I didn't see Joe Montana. I seen a little bit of Steve Young, but I've never seen a quarterback as determined and as poised as Brock. Jeff Garcia a little bit, but even Jeff Garcia, I didn't see what I see with Brock. I think the Niners are going to take it. I think that our defense is very similar to what the Ravens have, and the Ravens had a shutout in that second half. I don't blame the Ravens defense. I blame Lamar Jackson and that last game that they played against. If Patrick Mahomes only scores 17 points, you're supposed to win that game. I don't care what nobody says. You're supposed to win that game. If he scores 17 points against the Niners, you could book it. You could book a W. I'm not booking the W, but I do think there's a really, really, really good chance for us. I'm going to say 27-24 Niners by 3. Cover the spread. It's Vegas, baby. It's Vegas. Vegas says they're going to win. Everybody else is betting on the Chiefs. Vegas is going to try and get all the money they can.
All right, man. Good call. I like it. Enjoy the game. We're getting a lot of 27-24 predictions. I think I even went 27-24. 27-24, 28-24. Either way, I think a lot of people are expecting that kind of game, which means it's definitely going to be a blowout, right? One way or another. All right, T-Roy.
What's up, G?
What's up, T-Roy? How you doing?
Hey, I got breaking news for you, G. I just been elevated from the practice squad. I hope to get a couple carries, a couple snaps today. We win 28-20. Bang, bang.
Hey, man. Good to see. What do you think of your dad wearing that helmet inside?
Yes, you question.
Look. What do you think of your dad wearing that helmet? He's strapped up. He's ready to go, man. Where's your helmet?
I don't have one.
Oh, man. You got to talk to your dad about that. Maybe if the Niners win the Super Bowl, you get him a helmet.
Yeah, I got him. I got him, G.
All right.
Hey, I'm ready to run through. I'm ready to run through a brick wall, G.
I love it, man. I think from now on, everyone that calls in has to be fully suited and booted.
Got to step your swag up, man.
You got to step it up, man. That was phenomenal, T-Roy.
Yes, sir.
Have a great day with your son. Enjoy it.
Do the same,
the
bro.
rest of your life. All right.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Kenny.
What's going on, Grant? I'm
Kenny.
Good. Yo, can you hear me? Hold on.
Yeah, I got you. I was just saying Kenny.
Oh, okay. That's what everybody talking. All right. Can you hear me all right? No echo, we good?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, man. Courtesy from my wife. I call it the Shanahan. Look, my dog's already had a few Shanahans. But
that's funny.
Man, it all comes down to effort today, man. We made it here. It's been a great season. We made it here. I believe in Purdy. I feel way greater about Purdy than I ever did with Jimmy G. You need to play Tell Me When to Go. I've been playing that on repeat. I'm feeling good, man. I never liked the Kansas City condiments because I never liked the ketchup and mustard jerseys. We're gonna take down Kermit the Frog. And come on, Purdy. You win this game, you get your Disney movie. You get your Disney movie, man. And I'm feeling good, man. Defense, step up. Offenses have been
Can I
doing
be
their
in the
thing.
movie?
Hey, man, I'm trying to think who could play you, man. I heard you
Who's
say
gonna play me?
what'd you say? I can't think of the guy's name, but he was in he's in one of those romantic comedies. I can't think of the guy's name. But the guy, if you ever seen Baby Driver or Eddie the Eagle, that guy needs to play Brock Purdy.
Okay.
I can't think of his name.
All
I'm
right,
waiting
Kenny.
blank.
Okay,
But
before
anyway,
you go, can you show us your dog one more time?
Montana. His name's Montana.
Wow. Man, that fool's having a good time. Oh, he's going.
He's up now, yeah. We're feeling good.
All right, Kenny.
All right, I'm out, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. Good to see you enjoy the game. That was just phenomenal. Hold on. Jaron, thank you for this season, Grant, for the past few years. Always look to your takes, good or bad. Keep up what you do best in the game. Brother, man. Thank you, Jaron. City Burt, if Kyle loses, is he a 3-time loser or still the wonder kid? If he wins, does he go from Michael to being the Don? He clearly has the most at stake. Oh, yeah. If he wins, he's the Don now. And if he loses, he's Sonny. Ooh. Fredo. William Bennett says, it's weird Lamar won the MVP the last time we faced the Chiefs. It's true. Steven Carmichael, have you left your hotel room this past week or are you scared to see Pat McAfee, Damon Bruce, Kinlaw, and other players in the lobby? I did. I was in Radio Row. I saw Pat McAfee. He didn't see me though. All right, I got to go in a minute. We got to get the hot fat guy club.
What's up,
Here we
Grant?
go.
Can you hear me this time?
What's up? Yeah, I
All
can.
right, so I got sticky notes, but I'll be quick. I need to
Okay.
see the 49ers run CMC into the I almost cursed into the
Yep.
ground in this game.
Yep.
Like you've been saying
I
the
agree.
last 2 weeks, there is no next week. There
Nope.
is no sparing him. Give him 30 carries in this game. Debo
Mhm.
needs to touch the ball at least 10 times, whether it be on that end around or if we throw him and CMC in the backfield together. And we have got to stick with the run behind Trent. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, what I remember most from 2019 was the tight end chip and the holding, of course, by both of those tackles, neutralizing Bosa. So I want to see Armstead kick out and Bosa start playing more of a roving role over the middle. And if anything, put him right over, I forget the name of their replacement guard that's in for Thuney, but put him right over Thuney and get creative. Have Randy Gregory on the other side and then Young and Bosa on the same side. These dudes have to be game wreckers this week. The last thing I have is Lowell in the room with you?
No, he went home. He flew back. He wants to watch the game on TV. He's
Nice.
out.
So, Grant, I told you guys, I've told you before at this point, at most different points throughout the season, but my dad passed on the day the Niners played the Steelers. And I know tomorrow is a very difficult day for you. So I just want to
Yep.
thank you and your father sincerely for the last 6 months being just like the ultimate safety blanket and the ultimate distraction for me. And I'm excited for the off season and I'm excited for the takes. And you know, you've built an incredible community and we love you, man. So
Thanks, man.
we're all thinking about you tomorrow. We're all thinking about Lowell tomorrow. And thank you for being there for me.
I appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, man.
Have a good one, man. All right. Whew. I just started crying. That all right, guys. Thanks for calling in. I'll be back tonight. I'm gonna try to do the post game from the stadium. It's gonna be hard. There's probably gonna be 8,000 media people there. I'm gonna try to figure this out. And if I can't, I'll come back here and do it here. But it's freaking Super Bowl tonight. See what happens. I'm gonna watch the game, guys. Are you? Aaron Joseph wanted to stop on the phone. It's been a minute. Let's go Niners. From the biggest fan in the Cincy land, baby. It's Skyline time. Hell yeah, baby. Skyline chili. Mike Koenig, $10. Sorry I can't get more, you guys, but I will do a Cohn phone real soon so we can all react to whatever happens tonight. The game starts in 4 hours. Let's freaking go.